A few weeks ago, I was gifted an R36S gaming console from a friend, and when I did a bit more research about this handheld, I found out there are a load of fake clones on the market, which is honestly kind of hilarious considering this is a Game Boy clone in the first place. So yeah, it's like Star Wars, I guess, the Clone Wars. Now, as I said, I was given this by my friend, he didn't want it, and I kind of wanted to figure out, is this genuine? Is this the real R36S, or is this just another one of those crappy clones that are all over the internet? Now, my friend did say he bought this off Amazon, which is a pretty good indication that this thing is real, but I just thought I'd upload a video kind of showing you guys how to figure out if your R36S is genuine or one of the crappy clones, because unfortunately quite a lot of the clones that these Chinese companies are bringing out are so poor quality. Some of them only have around 512 megabyte RAM, some of them are laggy, some of them have poor quality screens, and I thought it would be interesting to kind of, figure out, is this one legit, is this one a fake? And yeah, I'm going to show you guys how to do that in today's video. So to really sort of find out if my one is a clone or a legitimate, original device, we are going to be using the handhelds wiki, and I'm just on the R36S clone section, so I'm going to link this down below in the video's description so you guys can find it for yourself. There is loads of information here about how to kind of figure out if your R36 is, real or fake. So there's a buying guide, there's loads of information, and I was kind of reading through this, and there are trusted stores and there are fake stores. Now, luckily for me, my friend did say he purchased this off Amazon, so that's already a pretty good indication it could be real. But then again, there are a lot of stores on Amazon which do sell the fake low quality versions, and what makes it so annoying as well is because these things are dirt cheap, they're only around 30 quid, there is a chance you could pay exactly the same price and get one with only 512 megabyte RAM instead of a gigabyte. So fingers crossed mine has 2 RAM chips. I mean, we will check in a second. Some fakes are like not as bad as others, if that makes sense. Like if we take a look at this image right here, you can see these are the RAM chips. So this is the original R36S. And then if you go and look at the fake clone, yeah, it's got one singular RAM chip. And I think that's actually an older model of the R36S because there's no space for the Wi-Fi card. But yeah, earlier I was just sort of scrolling through this and having a look, and I think the one I may have is possibly this clone. Now the thing is, guys, I may have got lucky. Either I've got the standard R36S, which is this one here, and you can see it's got these 10 sort of metal pieces at the top, then it's got the R36S logo, version 21, and the date of when it was created. It's got space for the Wi-Fi card, it's got 2 of the RAM chips. Like, that looks pretty good. Then if you look at the fake copy, now this clone is not too bad, so it doesn't matter too much. You can see it's got 2 RAM chips, hasn't got like a date stamp or an R36S logo or anything, and it's also missing a Wi-Fi card. But compared to some of the other ones, like, that one's not terrible, so I believe I may have that. You do sort of need to take them apart to figure out properly what you have. That's kind of like the main indication as to, figuring out if yours is real or not. So we will do that in a minute. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys this quickly. There's even boot screens and things like that. You can see here, that's the real boot screen, and then that's the fake one. You can see the font is just, very weird. And also the screen there just doesn't look as good. There's also something to do with the buttons as well, but yeah, that is kind of hard to tell. For the original one, the buttons are more like engraved. On the fake one, they're just sort of decals stuck on top. Look at this fake. That is atrocious. 1 RAM chip, a horrible looking shoddy speaker, no Wi-Fi card or anything. Yeah, that one sucks. Oh, that one's the EMU ELEC clone. Yeah, those ones are really dodgy. The only good news is you can still install ArcOS on like fake stuff on the fake ones, so it's not the end of the world. But yeah, let's go and see which one I got. So let's take a look. The first thing is the SD card. If your SD card looks like this, it looks like crap basically, but that is a good sign that your R36S is real. I would probably recommend replacing the SD cards because those cheap sort of Chinese ones, they're terrible. Anyway, we are going to have to take this thing apart because, well, yeah, that's sort of the only way to figure out if your one's legit. So we're going to be taking off the stickers. I just want to say, if you bought this off Amazon, that may void the warranty. I mean, I don't really know. As I said, these things are so cheap. They're 30 quid. Like, does anybody actually care? Probably not. And so then we're just going to use your standard Phillips head screwdriver. Not a tiny one, but just like a decently sized one. And yeah, we can take it apart. Now, there is 6 screws on the back, so just keep that in mind. The good thing is all of the screws are the same size, so if you sort of mix and match them, it doesn't matter. Anyway, after undoing the final screw, I would recommend opening the battery compartment. The piece of plastic on here is very tough, so it might be a little bit tricky to open. It's not exactly like Game Boy quality, but there we go, we did it. And so now you can just open your device. You don't need one of those like plastic guitar pick tools to open it. It should just open really easily. These things are very cheaply made, even though they do feel quite nice quality, which is kind of surprising surprising considering they're so cheap. But after taking mine apart, it looks like I got very lucky. We've got the R36S stamp, we've got the 2 RAM chips, we've got the stamp down below as well with the date on, and at a close inspection, everything looks real. We've even got a space for the Wi-Fi card. The only thing that looks a bit off is the speaker. It kind of looks a little bit squashed, but apart from that, guys, this is looking genuine. I kind of wasn't expecting that. The next test is the boot screen, so we're just going to go and power this thing on, and let's see what we get. Yep, that is the correct font. That's actually an updated version because it's version 20. Let's see if it boots into ArcOS or something different. ArcOS 2.0. I'm not too sure what that is, but it looks genuine. Loading everything up, and yeah, there you go. So everything looks real. The IPS screen looks fine. It's very, very bright actually, but you can always turn down the brightness in settings. And if we go over to options and go and open this, again, everything looks legit. We've got Wi-Fi settings in here as well. So from what I can tell, guys, this is a genuine R36S. So maybe I'll link the Amazon listing down below. If you guys are planning on getting one, you can get one from there. Or maybe you've got a really crappy fake clone and you want to send it back and you want to get a real one, then yeah, that's something you can also do. But let's move on to the final check. So for this one, you want to connect your SD card to your PC. And once it's connected, it should pop up like this. So ignore these two, that's my normal computer. These two right here are obviously the R36S, and one of them's got like a funny icon of a man playing the handheld. No, if yours says easy ROMs, that's actually a really good sign. If it says anything else, like EMU, EOEC, or EE ROMs or something like that, well, that's another indication that you have a fake clone basically. But for the best indication, if you go onto the boot partition, then scroll down and look for these database files, there is a website you can upload these to, and it kind of checks if yours is legit. It's called Which Screen Do I Have? So yeah, it kind of tells you here, if your database files look like this, you probably don't have a clone, but if they look like this, well, then you probably do have a clone. So we can go and upload the file. It looks like it wants the games console one, so okay, I guess that's fine. Let's go and choose the file. I thought it would probably want this one, but maybe it looks like it wants this. Okay, let's go and upload that. Let's go and identify the screen. Let's see what it says. This is panel 4. So okay, if it gives you an error, you've probably got a fake. Also, your R36S should not display any kind of battery icon while charging, so that's another indication. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, guys, that's everything. So pretty much, it looks like I got really lucky. I honestly was expecting this to be a fake knockoff, so the fact it does genuinely appear to be a real one is pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that. Normally when it comes to this kind of stuff, I always end up with the fake knockoff, but it looks like this time I got something real. So there you go. Yeah, I just thought I'd do a quick video about this because I thought the Clone Wars was kind of funny. I didn't expect there to be so many bootlegs of a bootleg on the market, if that makes sense, because yeah, this is a fake thing to start off with. And to the fact there's so many fakes of fakes, it does make it pretty funny, doesn't it?